Okay, in this review we're going to be looking at the Zuckuss figure from Return of the Jedi. This is a Palitoy card. It's a 645 back C card, and I'm sure this is from the. If you've ever seen that Palitoy factory floor footage with them assembling AT-ATs and carding figures, this is the figure they card with this back. So it's a really nice item. I won it last Sunday. I had to do some research just to make sure that this wasn't a Toy Tony figure. I knew it wasn't, but I just had to reassure myself. And I sort of got on the bidding towards the end of it and was able to just sort of the last 20 odd seconds put my bid through and grab it. So it's a nice card. It's a UK card. It's got no logo. It's a Palitoy no logo. Zuckuss, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars. And there's the actual figure. Comes with a large rifle. It's UKG graded. The grades are 75 for the card, 80 for the bubble, blister, figure 85, overall grade is 75, and it says Star Wars Return of the Jedi Zuckuss, 1983 Palitoy 45 back C, and you can see it's got 1983 there. It's got quite a plain bubble, which this sort of bubble you see a lot on the Toy Tony Palitoys as well. Great looking figure, highly detailed in terms of sculpt and definition for the time, if the way the body's posed is a bit rigid. It's got bluish, light blue eyes. Bit of red on the nose, some silver there. Quite different from my one from childhood. You can see this one's got like a ring running around it almost. His eyes are bluer. Oh, I see that ring would be the bubble just reflecting down on it. This figure's from my childhood, this one. See all the lovely sculpting detail. The inner working, all the detail of his mid-torso. Back, silver, 1982 date stamp, made in Hong Kong. Nice focus there for once. Have a good look at his long weapon, rifle. Huge. I think George Doucette of the Droids line gets this weapon as well. Massive looking weapon, whereas this is more like a World War II German machine gun, MG42. Quite a nice looking figure. His head turns. See, he's got the compound eyes, very insect-like, arms that move forward, legs that move forward. Quite a good looking figure, really. Quite cool. And I've had this one since 82, I guess, so you know, he's getting on a bit. But then again, it's always nice to have a carded example. This takes me back to my childhood, I guess. All the anticipation of getting a new figure, going to the local toy shop, which was called Barnett's, down Portobello Road, very famous, and having £2 on me to buy a figure, a new figure, action figure. Return of the Jedi. Very nice. Cool figure. And there's a good picture from the movie. Everyone knows obviously Zuckuss, really his real name is Forlom, but they mixed it up. And so you can see this a 45 back, shows 45 figures, 45 back C, Palitoy card with the 3 neon offer. You get to send in 6 Star Wars names, not pops. Together a first class letter postage rate, and then you send it to Palitoy Koval Leicester, neon offer. Here's probably the worst part of the card, the crease at the back, just the creased edge. A little bit of curvature in the middle section as well. Otherwise, it's not a bad card. It's a 75 for the card, edge wear around the edges, a little bit of creasing there as well. Very nice action figure. Great looking figure. So that's Zuckuss. Here's the actual grading. Card 75, bubble 80, figure 85. So obviously I did the research beforehand just to make sure. There's a really useful resource called Mr. Palitoy's card back guide, and you just go there and you can find out everything you want to know about Palitoy cards. And yeah, great looking figure. So it's just been issued in the Black Series 6-inch line, looks really good. But you can't beat the real thing. First of the first. .75%. So it's really nice to have a UK card, a genuine UK card. But then this shows you that the Toy Tonys, they, you know, this is the sort of bubble they did use at the back in the time. Very nice. So unlike US cards, this weapon's just been left to be free in the bubble. Great image on the card. Zuckuss, really Forlom. Bit creasing around the top of the punch there. Nice grade. Looks really good. So this is why we love why, like, you know, it takes me back to my childhood, just, you know, all the excitement you'd have getting the latest figure. It's really good. So Return of the Jedi Zuckuss, 65 back, I mean 45 back, why do I keep saying 45 back? And this is a transition card, so that means that it contains figures from Empire and Star Wars, but on the Return of the Jedi logo. So you can find transition cards with the 48 back Kenner cards, Return of the Jedi, 21 back Empire Strikes Back cards, and this UK card. Okay. And I guess you could say the 45 back Meccano Return of the Jedi cards as well, which would be incredibly rare cards. Okay, so that's your Return of the Jedi Zuckuss. Very nice item. And yeah, I'm glad I bid for it. Nice. Last look at the back. Collect them all. Nien Nomofa. And then there's the actual figure. I guess I'm so pleased with my new figure I can't stop filming it. It's really good though. Drinking the vintage goodness. Okay. It was a 2010 issue vintage collection Forlom. So you can pick that up. Plus the 2-pack, which was some JediCon exclusive or SDCC, with the Forlom and Zuckuss in this sort of colouring on silver foil cards in the 2-pack. Very nice. And now there's the new Black Series 6-inch version. This is so cool. Okay, so cheers, goodbye.